Scientists have made new substance called graphene. The bonding and the structure of graphene are similar to graphite. Graphene is made up of single layer of same atoms as graphite. They have shown you the structure of graphene and graphite. This part of the question is about graphene. Choose the correct answers to complete each sentence. The bonds between the atoms in graphene are ionic, metallic, or covalent. Make sure that you know that it's graphene and graphite, both are made up of carbon. No, it's not metallic there. Graphene and graphite both contain covalent bonds. Okay, these are allotropes of carbon. Allotropes of carbon. Graphene is made up of dash atoms. As I told you, it's a allotrope of carbon, so that means carbon atoms. Yes, good. In graphene, each atom bonds to dash other atoms. Okay, so for suppose, let's consider this one. This atom is bonded to adjacent one, this one, so 1, then 2, and then to third one. So how many atoms are there? Each atom is bonded to 3 different atoms. Correct. This part of the question is about graphite. Graphite is used in pencils. Explain why. Using the diagram. Use the diagram to help you. Now, it is used in pencils. So when you provide force to the tip, the pencil writes. So if you look at the structure, can you see that there are no bonds between the layers? So they'll have weak intermolecular forces. This is representing weak intermolecular forces, right? Due to this weak intermolecular forces, the graphite, when roughs, these layers break off easily, and graphite is left on the paper. Getting it? So this is all you need to explain here for 2 marker. The layers of graphite slides over each other due to weak intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. So graphite breaks off and graphite is left on paper. Any questions? Hiba, you were late, so he'll watch the record. I'll send you the recording for the previous 10 minutes. Magnesium metal is shaped to make magnesium ribbon. Explain why metals can be shaped. Because metals are malleable. Remember? So you will first write that metals are malleable. Yes, and it is easy to bend. Easier to bend if force is provided. In layers. That's it. Magnesium sulfate is a salt of magnesium. It can be prepared by reaction of magnesium with metal with an acid. The equation of the reaction of magnesium with this acid is, they have given you the equation. Name the acid used to make magnesium sulfate. So it has sulfide
Yeah.
ion. So that means, yeah, this is hydrogen
Sulfuric acid.
sulfuric acid. Very good. Use the equation to help you describe what would you observe when magnesium reacts with an acid. When magnesium reacts with an acid, they are asking for observation. So if you look at the periodic this equation, you will see that hydrogen is released as gaseous product. So hydrogen, you'll say that hydrogen gas produced as shown by or as shown as bubbles what else you can write?
There will be a loss of mass in the reaction beaker thing.
Yes. However, it won't be an observation. Still, here you can write a loss of mass from total mass of reactants occur. The magnesium sulfate is in solution. How could you obtain solid magnesium sulfate from the solution? Or wait, let's discuss some more points right here because I'm not satisfied. So what else we can write? This is an exothermic reaction, right? An exothermic reaction absorbs heat or release heat?
Releases heat.
Yes. So when it will release heat, the test tube would become hot. Then you can say that the solid would disappear because magnesium would disappear. Solid would disappear. That would be the correct way to represent this point. Okay? So you can say that solid would disappear from the mixture. Now, the magnesium sulfate is in solution. How could you obtain solid magnesium sulfate from this solution?
Can you do crystallization?
Very good. Crystallization. Viva crystallization. And how we'll do crystallization? By evaporating half volume
Until the crystals appear.
and then allow the solutions to form crystals to crystallize. Solution to crystallize. That's it. Any questions?
No.
Okay. This question is about different substances and their structures. Draw a line from each statement to the diagram which shows their structure. The substance is gas. So in each molecule, like gaseous molecules are far apart. So which one is representing a far apart structure? This one? The first one? Yes, gas is first one. Very good. The substance is liquid. Now this is very easy. This one is for the liquid. The substance is ionic. So ionic means that it must have positive and negative charges both. The substance is a solid metal. Metals will have positively charged atoms and negatively charged electrons. Very good, Pravalika. Figure 1 shows the structure of an element. What is the name of this element? So this is a graphite molecule, and graphite is an allotrope of carbon. So answer 1 is correct. Any query? Why does this element conduct electricity? An element conducts electricity when it has mobile
And
electrons. The first one is correct.
delocalize.
Yeah. Figure 2 shows the structure of an alloy. Explain why this alloy is harder than pure metal. Why? So again you will say that it has different size of atoms and so they can slide over each other. This is just a typical repetition. Why? What percentage of atoms in alloys are atoms of X? Okay, now let's see how we can find the atoms here. So again you have to count the atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 26 and 27. So total is 27. And how many for X? 2 atoms. 2 by 100. Any confusion? What's the answer?
7.4.
Okay. What type of substance is an alloy? Is it a compound, element, or mixture?
Mixture.
Mixture. Very good. If you know how to define, you'll know that it's a mixture and not a compound. The structure of 4 substances A, B, C, and D are represented. Okay, we have already done that, so no need to revise because it's from year 10. Now let's do this one. Salt is added to many different types of foods. Sodium chloride is produced by reacting sodium with chlorine. The diagram shows what happens to atoms of sodium and chlorine in this reaction. The dot in the cross represents electrons. Describe in terms of electrons what happens when sodium atom reacts with chlorine atoms to produce sodium chloride. Now here you will have to again describe in terms of electrons. So sodium would lose electron or gain electron? Come on, girls. Yeah, it will lose electrons, whereas chloride would gain electrons. So, first of all, let's say sodium atom loses how many electrons? One electron. And chlorine gains an electron to complete its outer orbit. And then you will talk in terms of charges. Sodium would form positive 1 ion and chlorine forms negative 1 ion. Lack of iodine can affect the learning ability of children. One idea is that sodium chloride should have iodine added. Iodine consists of simple molecules. What is the property of substances that have simple molecules, such as carbon dioxide is an other example of simple molecule. So they have no overall electric charge? Yes. If you know that carbon dioxide has no charge, so this is true. Then have high melting point? No. Simple molecules have low melting point because of weak intermolecular forces. Weak intermolecular forces. They have giant covalent structure? No, they have simple molecular structure. Simple molecular structure. And then, which one of the following questions cannot be answered by science alone? So decide an answer and then suggest a reason, please. All of you solve this one. Yes, correct. This is correct. But what reason you are going to give? Science can only prove the things that are possible experimentally. But here we cannot do the experiment on living creatures such as human beings and their learning ability. So you can say that one reason is that we cannot perform experiment due to ethical issues. Any confusion? Hiba, Paralika?
No.
Okay, now let's move ahead. A student produced the salt ammonium nitrate by adding an acid to ammonia solution. Name the acid used. So, as it says, it's a nitrate salt. So that means the acid must be,
Is it nitric acid?
yes, nitric acid. Use the correct answer from the box to complete the sentence. Ammonia solution. Ammonium hydroxide is dash. Ammonium hydroxide is actually a base, and you know that base are also known as alkalis. So, an alkali is the correct option. The student now added few drops of solution which changed color when the reaction was complete. The solution added is dash. So it must be an, what's the name of the solution which changes color and which is used to identify different substances such as acid, base or alkalis? Indicators. The solution added must be an indicator. Farmers buy solid ammonium nitrate in polyethylene sacks. How is the solid ammonium nitrate made from the solution of ammonium nitrate? So how we can make solid ammonium nitrate from solution ammonium nitrate? By crystallization. Shall I move ahead? Any confusion? Why do farmers use ammonium nitrate on their fields? Because ammonium nitrate is an alkali and ammonium nitrate salt is actually used as fertilizer. It is used as fertilizer. We use ammonium nitrate in large-scale industries to make fertilizers. Any query? To grow crops. Yes. The properties of polyethylene depend on the reaction conditions when it is made. State one reaction condition that could be changed when making polyethylene. So you can also always change the conditions. For suppose we can change the pressure, we can change temperature. Now reread it, and if you want to ask any questions, please do. Hiba, hello, are you there? Pravalika, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we have finished this. I'll send you these worksheets, and plus in 30 minutes I'm going to send you the questions as well, your test questions. So please do solve it. Bye bye, have a great day.
Thank you.
And one more thing, what would you like to do tomorrow? Like in physics class? I think tomorrow is biology. So we'll resume homeostasis, and then we shall decide what we'll do in physics later on Sunday. Bye, thank you.
Thank you.